Hi, everyone. So, can you believe it? We are at the beginning of March. And, I thought we'd have a little more clarity at this point as we are in the third month of 2022, coming off of the pandemic. Super excited. My daughter's going to be able to go to school for the first time without having to wear a mask in a week or so, and so that's very encouraging. But it's been tough. It's really been tough, and in the real estate market, that's kind of where my interests lie. It has also been very tough. I think the change in people's wants, the home is now more important than it has ever been, because this is the place for you to go home, be with your family, feel safe. So the values of yesterday have changed, but everybody still needs a home. And what we're seeing a lot of is institutional investors. So, what's happening is there's already a very limited supply of inventory on the market. And we've got buyers, we've got people who've made amazing equity in property they've already owned, and then we've got investors that are saying, hey, this is the perfect time to buy. Still, we have, historically low rates. Let's buy up some merchandise. So those investors are able to go into anything that hits the market and just cash. And so that's really hurting a lot of buyers. And that in turn is affecting the rental market. So we've now got sellers who have sold their properties and said, this is an amazing market right now. Let's sell, let's take our equity. But wow, the market's hard to get into. So I'm just going to save my money off to the side and wait for the market to crash. And then I'm going to be able to get in and take advantage of that. Well, that's not happening, because now we have renters, we've got homeowners that have sold. They've got a chunk of money. Now they're going and trying to find places to rent. People are wanting more of their own space. And the market, I was talking with a guy who, a vendor at our house working on something, and he was saying that he was having a hard time. His lease was coming up and he was trying to find a place to rent, and he was coming up against, okay, it's $1,800 a month. He could fill out the application. He was highly qualified, great credit, and all of that. But he's coming up against homeowners or former homeowners that are like, I'll give you $2,000 a month and I'll give it to you all right now, so you don't even have to worry about it. So he is getting priced out of the market. So it's just a really, really tough time. Now, if you're on the other side of things and have the money to invest, it's an awesome time. There's definitely, on the commercial side of things, a change in where the market is headed. Retail is not as hot as it used to be. Multifamily is still very, very hot. Apartment buildings and office space, of course, we've got everybody working from home, is much less valuable than, say, industrial space. We've got all these small businesses that are now needing facilities, and they're growing their business, and the whole market is really, really changing. So it's interesting to see. Now, I know everybody always wants to know what's going to happen. Where are we going? And, we're in a very touchy time right now, and things are very questionable out there. But, interest rates are still low. Inflation, I don't know if you saw my post the other day, shrinkflation, prices are going up and what you're receiving for that is going down. It's just getting more and more expensive out there. So, the thing is, there's only so much inventory on the market. It goes back to supply and demand, and there just isn't enough out there. So there isn't what we had back in 2007. I mean, we're just in a completely different environment. Now, not to say that something, that's happening over in Europe isn't going to somehow affect us down the line. Because everything in the world is kind of intertwined. So the extent to how much that is going to affect us will definitely we'll definitely have to wait and see. But as far as everything that I'm reading, everything out there, interest rates, even if they go up, they are still going to be historically low, and inventory is still tight. So as far as I can see through the end of the year, I do anticipate rates going up. We're already seeing prices stabilize, but we're still getting multiple offers out there, and people are having to come up with creative ways to get their offer accepted. So we're still in a very, very strong market. So if you or anybody you know is looking or thinking about buying or selling this year, please throw my name in the bucket. I would be happy to give them a complimentary consultation, sit down, look at the market, look at their goals, and help them make a great financial decision. So keep me in mind. As always, take care. Lisa Barr, Coldwell Banker West. Thank you.